Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book nerd. There's so many books. Hello everyone, Stephanie here. Today's video is going to be my disappointing reads of 2016. No, this is not a Top 5 Wednesday topic, but I just happen to have 5 that I'm going to talk about. Okay, that looks a little bit better. I felt like I was too low. Anyway, these books, while I still really did enjoy some of these, my expectations for them were not met. And 2 of these I just really didn't enjoy all that much. This is in no particular order. Let's just get into it. The first book I'll be mentioning is Labyrinth Lost by Zoraida Kedorova. I did not like this book. I didn't like the premise. I didn't like the characters. I only liked the world and the way the world was like presented to us, but I felt like everything else was just kind of pointless. The character, I did not like the main character. She drove me crazy. She was selfish. Need I say more? No, I really don't think I need to. So that was the first book I just flat out didn't like. The second book I have here is one that I didn't finish, but I stopped reading it because I was really pissed off with it, and that is An Ember in the Ashes by, what is her name? Sabaa Tahir. I know a lot of people love this, and I had high expectations going into this. I went into this thinking I was gonna love it. Like, you know, that happens. And then I started reading and I realized, whoa, there's a lot of similarities. First and foremost, just to Red Rising. And then after I got over the similarities, I was like, things are happening that just don't make sense. Fight scenes would just randomly pop up. And I'm like, why? Like, why is that there? Not a lot of substance. And that was just in the first, 100 pages. I really didn't like it. I hope you didn't hear my sister in the background. You probably did. But I do plan on finishing this and just powering through it. I bought the ebooks so I could read it quicker. But I didn't like this, at least at the moment, and that's why I stopped reading it. And I hope I can get over it. But I can just say I was very disappointed in the fact that there was so many parallels between this and Red Rising. And I'm sorry. It's okay to, be inspired and have inspiration, but to flat out copy, I'm not cool with that. The next book I have here is kind of controversial, I'm sure, and that is Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. This one I still did enjoy. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I wanted to bump it down to a 3.5, but I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. This is such a hyped book. All of Cassandra Clare's books are extremely hyped, and I'll just flat out say the only one I think that pretty much deserves the hype is Lady Midnight. They suck me in while I'm reading them, but then the moment I'm done, I'm like, no. I don't know why. I still read them because I do enjoy them. I just don't think they're as amazing as everyone puts them. And quite frankly, her endings are extremely disappointing, lackluster, not very great to me. And there was just things that happened that I'm like, why? Why? It's not what everyone makes it out to be. I didn't cry not once in this book. I didn't cry at all in any of Infernal Devices. So I guess in a way that one just not as much, but still really good, of course, but it's not to me what everyone makes it out to be. I think that made sense. The next one I have here is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This was not bad. It was okay, but it's not the work of art everyone, this was definitely not what everyone made it out to be. I don't remember if I gave it a 2.5 or a 3, but it was no more than that. It was kind of boring. The only reason why I listened all the way through, and I would go back and forth between reading and listening, is because this was exactly like the movie. I think the movie brings the characters to life. Other than that, Jane Austen's writing is quite flat for me. Not very ooh-ah type thing. So I don't know if I'd waste my time reading another Jane Austen. That sounds really harsh, but I, first off, don't care too much about classics, but I figured since I adored the movie, and everyone and their mothers and grandmothers and great-grandmothers love this freaking book, I was like, maybe I'll like it. And it wasn't bad, but I don't think I'd reread it. I might actually even get rid of this, because I have a beautiful bind-up. That one I'll keep, because I got it years and years ago. But, no. And the last one was actually one I just read in December, and that was The Maze Runner. I know everyone says it's not very good, but shit, I did think they were right. You know, I loved Matched. I love a lot of books that a lot of people don't like, but this was just not very good. The writing, I thought, was very boring, sometimes over, like, drawn out way too much. Like, there was just things that just kept going, and I didn't like that. It lost my interest. The characters were annoying. Some of the problems that they had were annoying. And don't get me wrong, this is exactly like the movie. I was able to imagine a lot of stuff. Maybe there's a few differences, but it's very similar to the movie. The way the characters are, the way the characters handle things in the movie is similar to the book. I just think it translated a lot better on the TV screen than it does in writing. So I gave this a 2 out of 5. I just didn't think it was that good. No. Thank goodness it was made into a movie, because it's one of my favorite dystopian movies, post-apocalyptic, whatever you want to call it. I love The Maze Runner and Scorch Trials. I adore those movies. Did not like the book though. So those are the books that I found disappointing. It's not necessarily that I hated them and I'll never read them again or anything. It's just people made them out to be one way and it to me was another. And then the other thing was I just don't like them. So yeah, what books did you not like, or what books did you have more expectations for that were pretty high that were not met? Comment down below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.